Can we believe it's 2019? So I filmed a video a solid month ago about what I was using for 2019. And I did not include business. And I was I had in my head what I was doing, but things have changed. So this is about my business bullet journal. This is what I set up for 2018, and I set it up for 2 years, and we're just gonna revisit this monster. This is the discontinued Scribbles A4 dot grid. It's huge. It's gigantic. I set up every month through the end of 2019. I'm not going to use this. This was a waste. I can't even talk about how bad it feels to have set all that up. I liked certain things about this, but I found, number one, I love my little dots. I never went in and filled in all my digitals, so I know that there's more in the world. And I wasn't using it to its full potential. Like I just wasn't. This stuff is old. I like this chart. I needed it more portable, I think, because I edit and none of this stuff is done. And this doesn't even go in my bag. It's the size of a freaking laptop. Anyway. And if I have a laptop, I'm not taking a book that's the size of a laptop. Okay. Yeah. So all these pages are full of stuff, but not really anything great. You know, I had a supply tracker. The sticky note's old. I did some research. I rebrand. So this book is stopping here. I left a page to fill anything in. That's how much I used of it. This, I washied off so that way, if I want to do something with the rest of this book, I can. Now, it's going to go on the shelf. It's done. For now, it's going on the floor. I found that when I was doing my planner setup, and I have my A5 Traveler's Notebook. My A5 Traveler's Notebook, I've slimmed it down a little. There will be a video soon on this. I have my wide size Traveler's Notebook, the green one, or turquoise green, whatever. And then I have my black, smaller one that I'm doing journaling, art journaling. It's kind of my artistic output. I was missing a true bullet journal. So, enter this guy. Now, this says the desk of Amy, because my plan was that this was going to sit on my desk and act like sticky notes. And this isn't the one that's sitting on my desk right now. I will show you the one that's sitting on my desk in a minute. We'll walk through this. I have color coded. Now, this is my standard color code. I think I'm going to use this bottom and do a business color code. When I put this on, I wasn't thinking through thoroughly. I left page 1 and 2 blank. I'm going to tell you guys a secret of mine. I do this because then there's no pressure to start. I just move on. I come back, I'll put a quote in here, I'll do something artistic, fun. I won't. I'll do something, but whatever. It takes that pressure off of starting for me. I don't know. This, I started a font list. Obviously, I didn't really do much with it. This is some freelance stuff, some Adobe tips. That's always a good one. Some websites I need to work. IKEA. I'm thinking about redoing my desk situation. I'm going to do an office tour. But in the meantime, I'm thinking about doing some desk renovations, and I haven't worked it all out in my head, but I was doing some pricing because I know what I can sell what I have, because it's IKEA too. But I have an Alex drawer unit that I got that was my dad's. Like, it's the best thing ever. I love that thing. So I know I want another one of those. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So there's the IKEA shopping list in here, which is kind of business because it's the den, but I don't know. My stuff, this is for my website. I need to do some redo. I also have a second website that I need to work on. And we get to this. So I put my migraine tracker in here. It was in a different, and it was actually in an insert that I redid, and then I'm like, okay, I just need this in a stationary place. So let me hold that thought. my baby Scribbles. This is the pocket, not the A6. The A6 hasn't come into play yet. I don't know when it will. I used this at the start of 2018 and I really enjoyed it. But, you know, then I went crazy and got all weird. It happens every time I'm in a bullet journal. So this was my migraine tracker for 2018. It was a great year. Really great year. I'm tracking it a little differently this year. The same color code, but like I had a migraine on the 5th. Oh, I need to fill this one out. Anyway, I had a migraine on the 5th, but I didn't take any medicine. It went away. It wasn't a full-blown. And I'm like, well, that still falls under functioning, and I should probably note it because it could be a preliminary to a worse one within the next week or so. Usually that's what happens. So I thought I need to track those too. And I haven't been good at tracking those. Just like I put notes here, I'm doing the same thing here. I need to get my little brain pain sticker for the corner because I think he's cute. Anyway, I liked this Tetris style. Nah, not so much. Not so much. So anyway, this book still has pages too that I'm working on. I'm using it. That's actually probably going to be more of my desk journal than I think. So I'm really cool with this being in here because I think that this and the A5 you just saw are going to go with me everywhere. Because I think I need business stuff with me more. So I decided I wanted to do a couple more yearly trackers because I think these are going to be easier than weekly daily trackers. I could totally be wrong. I am tracking Etsy sales. I'm not tracking dollars. I track that. That's all tracked through them. I'm tracking number of sales per day. I think this is a good way to maybe be able to predict things. I don't know. It might be nothing, but we're going to try. This is my Instagram because I go in waves and I suck sometimes. Like right now, I'm completely sucking. And I want to be more consistent about posting on my Tyrion Instagram. I post on my personal one. I have a personal planner Instagram. It's weird. It's more bullet journal than, because Tyrion's not always bullet. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense. When I say it, it doesn't even make sense. Those are my trackers. I want probably a different kind of tracker, but I'm going to show you what I did. So turn the page and I start January. So these are just their stock. I think I'm gonna turn them into stickers, smaller versions because those are kind of big. But well, we could do sticks individual. Like the way I just thought about that. So like I just glued it down. Honestly, one of the reasons I stopped. What are you looking for? Emmett, go lay down. One of the reasons I stopped bullet journaling is I didn't have setup time. I don't have time to draw. I don't have time to doodle near as much as I want to. So it wasn't effective for me. So I went to the pre-printed stuff, but I miss it. I always miss it. That's what happens. So I'm trying to do this one as a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Happy medium. So this is what the cutout I showed you. So it shows the months. So it shows me my days, so I can plan. Dog is drinking. He is just something else right now. I put kind of like what my schedule is. Left some blanks to fill in if I need to. Again, this may be a little more personal than business, but I was thinking that maybe I need to have holidays, birthdays. Again, more personal than business, but my business is personal. Sort of. I don't know. It's a blurry line. I've got a lot of redundancy right now in my planning, and I know that, but I'm okay with it because I'm figuring things out. Anyway, so I've kind of had a note here to how I'm going to do this. I thought about doing 1 through 31 because that's easy. Just, numbering 31 days out takes me no time. We'll see. Then I start weeklies, and I need weeklies for various reasons. This I was playing. This is part of a sticker kit that's being released in my shop and should be released. It's just a mini sticker kit. I'm doing regular matte and premium matte. I'm going to be releasing some mini sticker kits. I've never done sticker kits, so. But I was testing it in here. I've also tested it. Well, let me grab that because I said I was. Nope. Yep. I've also, oh dear, am I breaking things? Okay. I've also tested it in this one. This is kind of what started me back into here. This is a ghost grid. I'll link it below. I love this notebook. If you want a cheap dot journal, bullet journal, $7 on Amazon. Hell yeah. I really do love this. This I think is going to migrate into a different journal, but for right now it's sitting on my desk. I actually did the last month of the year, the last week of the year, and then I switched over, and then I'm going to start, you're going to see I'm going to actually plan this out. I just drew a very rough January, and then I drew 2 weeks. This sits on my desk. It doesn't come with me, and I'm kind of playing with it. Like I said, redundancy. I'm going to come back to that. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk a little more about that at the end. Anyway. You're making a lot of noise. So I set this up very similar to how I personal. So like I've got meals on here and stuff. This stuff was more business related, but not. I don't know. It's a little bit of both because I'm still was working out exactly what I wanted. But one thing I know that when I do a bullet journal, I like to do my month, and then I like to do my weeks of the month. And then I'm going to do my YouTube tracker in here that I think I've got set up. It's more of a log, tracker log, it's a gray area. One thing else I did is I put a sticky note here that says next month. And that's tentatively where I'll start next month. But because we're starting week 2, so we've got 3 weeks left of January, and I usually won't start drawing it out until somewhere around here. Those days right there. So in that time, I may be like, hey, I really want to put that there. And then, you know what, I want this here. So I'm still figuring out exactly how I want it to all go. So this is the end of this week. I didn't write anything on Sunday. I have it written down on my other one. That's the redundancy part where I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want in here. But I meant to film this. I did this earlier, and I'm so mad I didn't hit the record button. I totally sat down and thought I filmed this. So this is washi tape from Michael's, and it's pink with like a gold. So I was like, oh, cool. I'll use my gold days of the week. And I wanted the white ones versus clear because the washi tape is busy. And then I didn't have foiled dates, so I just grabbed a date sheet because I had them and used those. I really like that. This is a washi sticker. I am obsessed with washi stickers. If you follow my Instagram, you might know this because I've posted a couple times now. But it matched pretty good, so I used it. And then in January, these are miscuts, but they're okay. So I'm using them because that's what you do. What I want to talk about here, and so I don't know what to write. I don't quite figure out, I'm like, okay, this is for Etsy, YouTube, track and Instagram for the Etsy business, like what I'm doing. So I haven't quite figured out what I want to put on here that I don't necessarily need to put on everything else. This is where I'm trying to thin the duplication because right now, holy duplication. Okay. But I did need to note that I have a dentist appointment on Saturday so that I don't plan any business stuff here. So I'm like, okay, appointments need to be on here. Sorry, that was a random thought. This piece in this, I had originally planned to do it as a to-do, and then this one I just decorated. Always wear your crown. It's good advice. So this one I had the to-do, but I'm like, my dailies are to-dos, so I just decorated again. It's cute, but I'm thinking this is cute, but here I think it needs to be some type of tracker. I was joking about not doing weekly trackers back here, right? So my 2 Instagrams, days I post, just posting, just so that way when I'm on this week, I can see if I've posted or not. And if not, maybe I need to plan something. Facebook, my Facebook interaction with my group and my business page sucks, so I need to get better at that. And YouTube. So I have a tracker in here, which I'm just going to pop open because it references this. I was filling this out, like videos to edit, what to do, when to post, stuff, notes. These are their file numbers of the video when they come off of my camera, phone, whatever I'm filming on. So, and a little blip of what it is. This is edit, post, and then thumbnail. So like I did a favorite things video, but it was a mess and I didn't post it, and I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to start doing a monthly favorite things. But I want to plan out videos so that my channel's got a little more consistency to it. Although I don't have any consistency in my life, so my channel's probably not going to. This film, edit, thumbnail, post falls under that same thing, but I'm tracking it in a weekly basis. So that way, if for some reason I don't post it all this week, I see it. It's like glaring in my face. This is probably going to evolve. I did it for this week, but I did not draw it out yet for the last 2 weeks because I want to see what happens with these 2 weeks before I dive in here. And for this journal, I will probably use a washi or some type of cute little header. But this is minimal stickers for me for this. This is going to be more like this part, the checklist stuff, if I'm being 100% honest here. That's all I have in here so far, right? Yes. The only other thing I wanted to note for you guys, just to show you on a bullet journal point, is this is the Muji .38 pen, and this is just a standard Sharpie pen. Okay, this is Sharpie, this is Muji. I can see a clear difference. I don't know how well you can. I think I like the thinner lines better when I'm drawing it out. Not that it matters. Also, this is a Scribbles A5, and the boxes, the 9-box layout, which is what I call this, I have this as an insert for A5 if you want it. The 9-box layout is 8 squares by 11 squares. So 8 by 11, skip one. And then I leave a blank one down here and a blank one up here. Just in case you wanted that info, I thought it was good info. I really like using, I like how condensed it is. Because honestly, it shouldn't be any crazier. Guys, that is it for my setup. I've gone from that monster down to this, which is half the size. And I can take it with me so that if I think of something when I'm out and about, or when I'm away from my desk all day, or if I'm up north or wherever, even if it's just in my car, I can be like, oh, you know, does this fit in this day? It's a thought. Before I move on to my ghost grid and just briefly talk about that, I wanted to note that these trackers, not this one, these two trackers are done in these 5 colors. They're done in the same colors. And the dark blue is the darkest color. It notes no post, it notes no sales. So it's going to stand out the most, which is what I wanted, so that I can glaringly see I'm neglecting my Instagram. That is why I chose, but I also didn't want the obnoxious color, because here I wanted obnoxious. I want the bad migraines to jump out at me. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. So that's it for my business setup, guys. I said I was going to talk about the ghost grid, but I'm actually going to do a real quick plan with me with my neutral kit. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'll talk about it in that video. Guys, my 2019 is starting off not the way I had thought it would. I hope yours is starting off the way you thought it would. I'm just, planning wise, I'm kind of like all over the map, but I think I'm reining it in and figuring out that I need a bullet journal in my life along with my traveler's notebook. Otherwise, I miss one of them. So I hope this gives me some peace. We'll see. We'll see. So guys, until next time, stay creative. Bye.